Hello and welcome to day 4 of Real South African Sign Language Stay Home Lessons. In today's lesson, we will learn inappropriate and appropriate ways to get a deaf person's attention, and we will learn negation, which is making a sentence negative. Thirdly, we'll learn some family vocabulary. Just before we start, I want to say thank you very much to Annette Haynes for sending us this video clip that we are going to practice on a little bit. Annette is a deaf lady from Cape Town and she's studying to become a professional teacher. Now, let's look at the video, and if you get everything right, then I'll put a little heart there. I have control over Facebook page Real SASL and Facebook group Real SASL, but I do not have control over the likes and the comments that go into the share if the video gets shared. So I don't have any control over those comments and likes. How did you do? Was it easy? So let's continue to the next. Appropriate ways and inappropriate ways to get a deaf person's attention. Shouting is not appropriate. Appropriate ways to get a deaf person's attention is by first trying to wave. Their peripheral vision is very developed, so it's easy for them to spot a waving hand. Or if that doesn't work, you can always touch the person's shoulder. And just the shoulder. Don't go touch anywhere else. You can slightly touch the shoulder. Tap on the shoulder. Do not smack the shoulder. Do not smack the head. Do not push the person to get attention. If the person is very far, you can do two things. You can either touch someone else's shoulder if they were deaf and then ask them to call the deaf person for you. If that's not possible, you can always switch the light on and off, and that will take attention. Usually, if you want to get a group's attention, switch on the lights, switch off the lights, and you got everybody's attention. Do not throw stones, bricks, fridges, TVs, anything at a deaf person to make sure that he gets attention. Never throw anything. If you cannot, your last resort, if you cannot get to the deaf person in time, you're going to have to run after him. So third, let's look at negation. Negation is making a sentence negative. Negation, making a statement negative. Yesterday we learned about the girl and the house that she stays and why. So yesterday we learned where to put the question vocabulary. So why, what, where, when, we put at the end, as you remember. Now today, I'm going to teach you another word. It's like. So there's the hand, slightly closed, the two fingers, the thumb and the middle finger, and you're going to go like this. Like. Now to make it negative, you're going to say like. So kind of in between the like, you're going to change your mind. You're going to say, I like, I like. So the girl, house, stay means the girl is not staying in the house. You made the sentence negative. Are you hungry? Hungry? Are you bored? And then you sign bored, no, or bored, no. Now I want to teach you another sign for bored. The bored and bored. Now this one makes a lot of sense because when people are bored, they start picking their nose, and now the sign is developed where you say bored. Now bored is right. Bored is right. It depends on what you want to sign. So, are you bored? 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 So it's very easy to make a sentence negative, no. Are you well? Then you can say fine. Yesterday we learned fine. You can understand. Very simple, right? Now let's go to family vocabulary today. Family. You put your hand like this. This represents the father, the mother, the brother, the sister, the baby, and this is called family. Family. Now I also see the sign family, and I also see the sign for family. This is the original sign for family, the pure sign for family or family. This one later developed because people use English words. English does influence the language, and they use the F for family and they make family. So you need to know both to know what the deaf person is saying. So in the family, we have the father, our famous hand, father, mother. Again, the same hand. Now, there are father and mother as well, although I prefer using the pure, deep South African sign language. Father, mother. Even though people might think it's old signs, they are still applicable. Father, mother, or father, mother. Sister. Sister, on the nose, sister. Now brother is easy, it's two people. Now yesterday there was the two people standing and approaching each other. Today they are sitting. So this represents two sitting people, or persons. Brothers always like to fight. So there's a lot of friction. So the sign would be brother. That's brother. Other sign that you're also going to learn is aunt. Aunt is right. Aunt. Aunt. Uncle, we're going to use the U hand. Uncle. Uncle. You like your uncle? Yes? No. Like? So we have aunt, uncle, brother, sister, father, mother, girl. Now girl is teenage girl, the bra strap. Girl. Boy is the cap. Boy. T hand. Boy. So teenage girl, boy. Now what about a small boy and a small girl? Now a small boy would be this. Why? Because a small boy always tries to pull up his pants. So the sign comes from boy. Usually for a small boy. Small girl, showing the little skirt, because the mothers like to dress up the girls in little skirts. So girl. Boy, girl, usually for small boys. But in the deaf community, they
sometimes refer this to a teenage boy, and this also for a young boy, and then they use girl for both a teenage girl and a small girl. So that is the lesson for today. I hope you learned something. Now, for our final practice today, I want to say thank you to Zoli Faku. She is also a finalist for Miss Deaf South Africa, for sending me this video. And write down in the comments below if you get what Zoli is signing and what Zoli is saying. Zoli's sign name is X. See you tomorrow. Bye.